Why hello there, my fellow survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to ExoTrain. Episode 5. Unlocking the Numa requirements. You want to avoid the spoilers? I fully get it, man. I fully get it. Alright, another module. We got crit chance 10%. That's pretty nice. Let's switch that for the maximum heat. As much as I like the heat for shooting things, I'd rather crit at ridiculously high rates. Well, I fell out of the elevator. Reminds me of the, like, God, what were those, like, rotating elevators called? Not dumbwaiters, but the other ones. Where, like, it's a single person that just goes up and down. Those look so sketchy. Alright, ability damage, 15%. Receive 1500 experience for reading the log. Monsters aren't always hostile to humans. New life proves that. We should gather some toys for him. The experiment showed one thing. This cannot be created artificially. Edward lasted a long time, but the outcome is always the same. The fauna attacks or the human suffocates. The conclusion is simple. We are conductors for this planet. Our descendants are part of it. Breathe and let something new take its first breath. And we've got some pretty freaky looking dragons and stuff down there, to be blunt. And you're welcome for the content. My absolute pleasure. I'm at it because you guys allow for me to do it. There's also something going on over yonder. One of those like walls of trees to the south. And then we have these like black dragons. Enter the dragon. Over here. And like any good big game hunter, if it's big and it breathes, I kill it. I even pulled out my rifle. How American of me. Alright, what do we got over here? What's glowing? Heat condensers. So these are like max heat modules, and then another reactive armor heat module. That's about it for this immediate area. Let's check out the... Looks like a StarCraft spider tank over there. Let's check out the weird forest, and then I'm going to have to go back to the train, because I have one inventory spot open. This looks pretty busy. Oh my god, there's so many enemies in here too. Hello, enemies! Vidi vidi vici! Unfortunately, there was not a mining node in here, but quite the lush garden. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the train, drop this stuff off, and then maybe continue searching up this train path. The enemies up this path haven't been too difficult, so I'll try to explore it a little bit more. I do think I'm gonna need at least one more auto turret, like if we're gonna continue mining to gather ferrum, because the last fight I was on, like I eked out a victory, but it was kind of close. So I think while I'm here, I'll put together another ferrum turret to increase my odds of survival. So that would be in the structure fabricator. We need one more conductive wire for that. Oops. Well, actually, Yeah, while we're here, might as well go forward. Okay, there we go. So we'll have 2 turrets. Did I? Stop. Oh, my food buffs ran out. I was like, what happened? It's like, where'd all my max health go? Yeah, my bacon and eggs expired. Yep. I don't need to anything more until it can wait. Okay, so we've got 2 auto turrets. They've stacked together. And then 1 energy cell that should be enough. I'm going to eat and drink. We're at 317 health now. That's pretty good. And this is obviously a phum deposit. I can already tell on the minimap. So let's do it. And that's going to absolutely help with the... Oh, right. I need to put a battery in. That's absolutely going to help with the research to grab. So the order of operations here is to deploy the mining tower, put in the battery, which calculates how much energy and CPU that you have available. This is also a danger level 4. The last one was danger level 3, so this is a higher danger level, and yeah, I can nearly guarantee that I would need the extra added turret. I don't want to overinvest in too many extra turrets, though, because I don't have a ton of phum to afford it. So I'll stick with just the 2 and hope that I made the right calculations here. And now that those auto turrets are built, because they take a minute to build, let's mine. 5 minutes. Okie doke. And you can at any point just like stop the drill and recoup the rather than like let it overrun you or whatever. So if at any point I don't think that I'll be able to survive or I'm going to lose something, I can just I can just put a pause on it. Because yeah, this turret over here is getting hit harder than the other one. Stop attacking that turret. Leveled up. And I'm going to do recursive ability loop so I can use more abilities more frequently. So now I have a 50-second cooldown on my deployed turret rather than a 1 minute. Which is kind of nice, because it's breaking pretty frequently. I'm going to need to, or want to find some sort of upgraded version to that, though. Because it's a little underpowered now, given the difficulty of this event. Ah, crap. Get off my turret! I am going to dismantle this one and then redeploy it back a little bit and try to keep it protected as it deploys, because it was going to break. Oh my god. Too many. Okay, we're better off now. This is starting to feel a bit like Helldivers or something. Deep Rock, Helldiver-esque. I can, in my head, I hear the narrator of Deep Rock. Like, get back to Hawks's. Something like that. Alright, drill is doing okay, about 2/3 HP left. I should be okay to finish this out. We are, we only got 30 ore left. Although I'm kind of getting overrun here. A very good way to farm grass and energy plants, though. Yeah, the swarm is here. I was a big fan of the original. I have not played the sequel, but I have seen the reviews of the sequel, and ouch. Not that I need to go into length, but sad to see a game that the community embraced so strongly take a nosedive like that. Alright. You could probably have saw the node here went from shiny to dull, indicating that we had mined it out. I'm just killing off the straggling wave here. As I said before, when you pull the drill, it pulls the turrets. So I could disassemble the turrets one at a time, but it's just easy enough to pull the material, take the drill, and both turrets go whoop into my inventory if there's room. So now I have the drill and turrets refunded to me. And we have 150 ferrum ore, so that should be more than enough to do some research projects here. But yeah, if I didn't have that second turret, that would have sucked. I might have survived, but it would have sucked. Would have been a rough. Ooh, I have so much energy grass. I'll hold on to that. So, if I want to reveal research projects, let's make some conductive wire. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's actually not space. I'm going to burn up some of the grass for fuel. Because the energy plants are required to make batteries, but the grass is not really required for very much, and it's pretty easy to farm. So of the tier 2s, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. How about I reveal it all? So I've done 2 of 8. So it's 3, so I need 24 wires and 16 fibers, I think is what I would need to reveal the remaining. Unless my math's wrong. Which it probably is. Math while on camera is different than math off camera. it just is. I can't explain why. It just is. Alright, so next project we reveal is the Numa one. So this is Numa engineering, which the game prompted me to do for gathering the Numa. And that project unlocks A Numa engineering station allowing you to upgrade equipment using Numa and craft complex Numa-based chemicals. Numa extractor, a device for collecting Numa from the atmosphere, only works if the current train energy is higher than 5,000. An attack module, which contains one of the items of, attack-based modules, utility modules, defensive modules, extra modules, and active modules. And then a Numa vessel increases the maximum capacity of accumulated Numa on your train by 2,000. A Numa boosted vein restorer. This thing can restore, reverse in time, or veins to make them mineable again. So you can atmospherically... So with Numa, you can collect it passively on your train, provided there's energy levels on your train for it. And then you can reverse to replenish the ore in a vein. And then also allowing the brain restructuring elixir, allowing you to forget your passive skills to learn another. So if you don't like your specialization or passive skills or anything like that, you can reset your brain. Next project is large storage and large backpack or medium backpack. And then let's unlock the remainder. So I have how many more projects to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My math was wrong. Good job, me. I knew it would be. Let's be honest. I knew I knew I was an idiot, so, math being wrong, no surprise. Let's try to go down the center path here as well. I'm going to throw this thing in reverse and check out the other path. Alright, next 2 projects revealed. We've got standard gadgets. So an advanced construction hammer used for moving or dismantling buildings. It works both on the train and outside building bases. So that question before, could the original hammer move it? It cannot, but this one hypothetically can. And then Hemodrain armor. Hemodrain armor is like HP gain on melee hit. It's like vampire armor. And it's a higher tier. So in terms of physical resistances, it's a little bit stronger than the Ferrum stuff, plus the whole more active module slots and HP gain on hit. Am I going full tilt? Yeah, okay. I am going full tilt backwards. Alright, let's keep revealing it. There's a few more. We've got ballistic ops armor for ranged attack and accuracy. So ranged armor. Outliers armor. So this is like crit armor, like rogue armor, maybe you can think of it that way. Teleporting device. So train teleport device allows you to spend Numa for the train teleportation. You need to unlock beacons to teleport back. A personal teleportation device, which allows you to return to the train. And then also a Numa extractor, a device for collecting Numa from the atmosphere, which is not new because we already had that. And then the last project is mushroom cooking. Nutrient processing for complex foods. I overshot our turn. So, what to do next? I now have discovered research. So, if you want me to go mining, I could continue mining. I don't know how easy that might be, because I would need to find a new vein. I could unlock some of the projects that we have uncovered. I could upgrade the train. And the upgrade train project would probably get a Numa extractor on it. Or I can improve my gear even further, going for like Hemodrain armor, probably. Choo choo. How's our power looking? We're just burning through grass. Yep. It doesn't look sustainable to me. So if you wanted to get the Numa, let me, I'll look at that in just a second. I just want to park next to this facility. Let's break now. So if we were to try to unlock the Numa, current priority, set up Numa engineering. We would need 10 science packs. So, I've got 2 here, and then we need 8 more. So, for each one, that's 3, so that's 24 conductive wires. Wait, was it 8 per? Wait, hold on. Mathing. 3 times 8. Yeah. And then 16 fibers. And then do we have the crystals? I do have the crystals. So we'll have everything we need. Good. All right, while that cooks, let's try to have round 2 against these robots. Because the last time I messed with these robots, they like absolutely super murdered me. And my gear is better than it was. Oh, I also leveled up. These guys are also dropping like wires and refined ores and stuff, which is pretty useful for crafting purposes. Level up. So I need to spend 2 more points on the previous skill. Let's get rapid extraction. So drill faster, enemy spawn rate go up. You know, why not? Honestly, probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And there's also some points of interest out over here. So there was like 2 of those dragon-looking things guarding something over there as well, which we could investigate. And I haven't cleared this facility. I haven't gone in the building or gone up the tower. So there's a lot of stuff here to explore. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I made the prerequisite materials. I haven't actually made the science packs. Okay, cool. So the science packs are now cooking. Let's go back in there. I don't think I've been in that other building either. The one behind us. Upgraded phum, but boots. So these boots have move speed over clock stats. That's not bad at all. Cheers. We got party sticks. Reflection module, but party sticks. Glow sticks. Petition to General Argus. Don't forget to mention the company at the end. Lately, Dr. Mertz have been doing nothing but training. I'm sure it's connected to the constant stress at work, especially after delivering the first child on the planet. Octavia is a doctor, not a spy. Please take action. Can't keep watching her run through the dendrarium between surgeries and consultations. She can barely even talk. She's out of breath all the time. And then We haven't... you know what? I will power our train with flame topaz. Because I'm tired of... Like, there's fewer trees around here. I mean, we could obviously drive to some, but... I think this is... Fuel density-wise, pretty efficient train power material. Okay, there's something there. Copy. I think I can walk off the edge here once I'm done. We've got delivery drones. So these are the sort of like the rooftop drone thing tech that I haven't bothered with. Jet booster heat sink. Just picked up a battery. So this is like a one-time use, like charge on demand, portable, and recovery stims for health. I don't, however, have any more inventory space. So if whatever this is, tech debris, I don't have space for. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to overeat to pick up the tech debris. And this is can be salvaged in the recycler to gain stuff. So it's, yeah, it's just useful for salvaging purposes. Nodal, thank you for the resub. Okay, well, I also looted a whole bunch of tech stuff, so I have a lot more research packs than I need for this. So there's the Numa engineering, researched, and we have 3 science packs left over, which I'll hold on to for now. Let's recycle this. I'm going to recycle one at a time, just so that I know for sure what I get. So I got refined conductive wire gears. Energy cell, integrated circuits, and steel. So that's the first steel that we have found. I'm also going to recycle my old boots, and the jet booster, the perichance, the heatsink. Cool. So if we want the Numa engineering, if we take a look at the modified train, replacing the radar system, we could do the Numa extractor. And the Numa extractor requires ignition alloy and integrated circuits. Ignition alloy and integrated circuits are research lab stuff. So ignition alloy is researched through standard metallurgy unlock. And then integrated circuits is researched through standard components unlock. So I would need, right now I have 3 packs. We need 10 total, so we need 7 more science packs to get that done. So 6 more now. So that's 12 fibers. Oh, let's put gun away. That's getting annoying. And then 18 wires, I think. Well, whatever. If I have too many wires, it's not going to kill me. What are you trying to cast here? What is... Game thought I was still, like, aiming my gun. So right now I've got 4. We're making 6. Oh, that's enough. I made too many wires, but that's fine. Okay, that will unlock the requirements. The other thing is if I wanted to not replace my radar and instead open up a new major slot, we could make the ignition alloy on the thermal furnace mixing energy, charcoal, and steel, I think, if I recall. And then the other thing we would need is the ammoniacal cupric etchant. I don't speak gibberish. But we would need 3 of those if we wanted to open up a new slot rather than override our radar. So taking a look at the research lab, that is opened up through basic chemistry. Which I think is also going to be reasonable to get. So we'll need 10 for the metallurgy and components, and then 6 on top of that for the chemistry. So at this forge, I'm going to want to queue up like 6 more on top of everything we've already gotten. But let's go ahead and start to spend this so we understand the cost. So ignition alloy, steel, and energy charcoal. Those things... Ignition alloy is a mix of ferrum, topaz crystals, stonewood. So we have lots of material for that. That's not a problem. Steel is a mix of ferrum and energy charcoal. And energy charcoal is just wood, grass, and energy plant. So those are not materials that those are materials that we have plenty of access to. So there's really no bottlenecks there, I think. All right. The next thing to investigate is the integrated circuitry. And that is made here. Integrated circuits are wires, emerald crystals, and cupric etchants. And we would need chemistry for the cupric etchant, so I can't really say if we can do that or not until we get the research for cupric etchants done, which, oops, is another chemistry thing. Because the ammoniacal cupric etchants and the cupric etchants are both there. So we need 6 more packs for that. So that's going to be 18 more wires. And 12 more fibers. And then probably more green crystals. Let me check. Yeah, we used to have some energy crystals, but I should be on the lookout for more emeralds crystals, because... if I keep using them without replenishing them, I'll inevitably run out. Oh, I forgot I had conductive wires on me. Oh well, we'll have like 10 extra. Not a big deal. On top of everything that we're currently getting, another good thing to probably get would be to consider getting a bigger backpack, because I pretty regularly fill up. And then like possibly... getting the better energy cell, which helps out with like drill speed if we're doing a lot of drilling, or overclock if I need better gear, or hemodrain armor. But I'm not going to make that decision just yet. I'd rather get the Numa system going. So that's all the research we need for science packs, and for the while we get that, let's look around for some. Let's kill some robots. Because I haven't been in that building yet, as far as I can remember. Whoa, jeez. I hate their status effects. There are modules that like can reduce enemy status effects to reduce your stun timers and stuff. Because their stuns are pretty nasty. As you can tell, I'm like just stuck here. Stupid heal bot, stop healing everyone. There it goes. Well, slightly better than the time before. The other reason to attack robots is they are dropping ferrum and cuprum, so it allows me to like get the materials I need to make research without having to find a new mining node, which is on a nice. And 8 seconds left. Cool. Okay, now with basic chemistry, we can make those cupric elements. So regular cupric element is just organic poison and refined cuprum. No problem, can make that. And then the advanced version is the concentrated poison, which we got from that plant thingy, and the regular etchants. So now you can see why going to that plant thingy and farming it for the concentrated version is important to farm, because you had that question before, but I didn't want to spoil it. For when you want to expand major slots in your train. So let's go ahead and get 4 ignition alloy and you know what I should do? So this major slot costs 3. This major slot only costs 1. So let's get 1 ammoniacal cupric enchant to unlock the major slot in the other car. So that would be 5 of these. And then turned into 1 of those for major train module slots. The other thing we need for that is alloy fibers. And then the actual cost of the upgrade system itself, which is 8 ignition alloys and 6 or 4 more integrated circuits. So 8 ignition alloys, we can start on that as well. So, there we go. 8 alloys. And then 4 more circuits would be more cupric etchants. So 3 more circuits. There we go. Most of what I can do is already queued up. Big moves. The other thing that the Synth Forge can synthesize is with steel and circuitry, the Sympax 3, which then leads to improved techs, which is a bit beyond our price point for now. But once we get the Numa system up and we can revive mining nodes, we will have the means to grind for better equipment. Because it would be, to make 5 steel, we would need 4 refined ferrum. So it's a little bit too expensive for me to consider doing a whole bunch of steel-based stuff now, but later on, it's more reasonable once we can get that time reversal Numa vein restore, because that allows you to start grinding for the resources you need more efficiently. And I am completely out of conductive wire, all those extra conductive wires that I made. So taking a look, modifying train, major slot back here, we would need, oh, I never picked up my fibers. There we go. I now have the major slot for the train. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this, but I think the radar systems stack. It's 50 meters plus for each one. So there is a reason to build multiple if you really want. And there's one of the loading screen tooltips is about that you can stack these things. But here we go. Numa system. Numa extractor installed. So now that we have a Numa extractor, we need to build the Numa engineering station, which is, if I take a look, the Numa engineering station is one of the station extractors, and it's also kind of bigger than everything else. So on the 2 more or 3 more wires. But we were pretty close to being able to afford that. There we go. Just waiting for that to finish. Oh, I didn't even realize there was vines here blocking me. Not anymore, there aren't. Thank you for tuning in to ExoTrain, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timer to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow train conductors.